What's up everybody? Today we're talking about quick whip transitions. Now I'm sure you've already seen this transition quite a few times in several different videos, and that's just because it's super popular. Now, in case you don't know what a whip transition looks like, it sort of seems like you're moving between two shots through a really fast camera movement. It looks something like this basically. So today I'm going to show you how you can create your own whip transition using nothing but your camera and a slight bit of editing. Okay, so first of all, you're going to need two shots. I mean, obviously, since it's a transition. Now, in your first shot, at the end of the shot, you want to move it in any particular direction really fast. And the direction isn't fixed. Like, you can move it to the side, you can move it up, you can move it down, anywhere you like. Now in the second shot, you want to move your camera really fast at the beginning of the shot rather than at the end of the shot. So right when the shot starts, you want to move it really fast in the same direction in which you moved your first shot. So if you move your first shot downwards at the end, then you want to make sure that you start off your second shot with a downward movement too. Now, you want to make sure that these camera movements at the end of the first shot and at the beginning of the second shot are really fast, because we want motion blur in there. Now, another thing to keep in mind, since we are working with motion blur, is your shutter speed. So your shutter speed should ideally be double your frame rate. That's going to give you a really natural motion blur. So, okay, now that you've shot your clips, you want to bring it into your editing software, which in my case is Premiere Pro. Now you want to find a point on the first clip where the entire screen is totally blurred out due to the motion blur. And you want to cut the clip right there and delete the rest of the clip. Now you want to do the same with the second clip. You want to find a point on the second clip that's totally blurred out, and you want to cut it right there and then delete everything before that point. And then you want to just put those two clips together and you should be good to go. And your whip transition should look something like this. Now, if your two clips aren't really blending in together, then you might want to add a tiny, very small cross dissolve transition between the two. So make sure it's very tiny. You don't want it to be lengthy at all. You want to keep it at a maximum of around 5 frames. Nothing more than 5 frames, because we don't want that cross dissolve transition to be noticeable. It's just that if your two clips are not really going together, then that cross dissolve transition is going to help with that. So yeah, once you're done with that, the last part of the process is adding a sound effect. So your sound effect should sound something like this. Now, if you want to look for this sound effect online, just search up something like whip transition sound effect and you'll see a bunch of results pop up. Out of those, you can just pick whichever one you like and then use that with your actual transition. So that's about it. In the end, your transition should look something like this. And yeah, that's about it for this tutorial. If you guys found it helpful, hit that like button down below and share this video with your friends, and consider subscribing to this channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.
Which brother?
This is going in the video.
Okay, put it in the video. I don't care.